Hello folks, welcome back. I got a pretty important issue right here. I'm finding out that, well, I got a funny story basically. I have an old 2017 OLED, one of the first ones that came out. It's an LG, I think it's called the OLED65C7p. I got the 55-inch LG B in 17 and then the B in 18. So they're great OLED TVs, love them to death. But I was getting frustrated because on different settings that I'm following off the internet, I do not like the color settings that certain people prescribe. So what I've done is set it to my likings, and I try to match that TV with the brand new TV, which I'll show you right here. So this is the S95B Samsung. Love it. 55-inch. The colors are sharp. They're fantastic. I dimmed it a little bit, but you know, it's the HDR is unbelievable. And then here's the close-up. But when you look at content, you'll get something like a different perspective. So this is my A6100, and it has different colors and stuff. So what I'm looking here is not what I'm looking at the monitor. And it would be the same thing if I looked at it on the TV. All different colors. So when you try to color grade, what happens is you'll get some comments from people stating that, hey, your color is off, or it's too bright, or it's too dark, or whatever. So I'm trying to work in a middle ground where it pleases me, you know, in the picture quality, but I also like to view it the way I like it, you know, an individual. So the 6100, even if it's dark, it looks bright on the LCD screen. That's why I can. But when I look at Ecamm Live, right here, it's darker, all right? And it's for this screen. It's I got the Apple display or the software to match it. So it's I think DP3. It just shows different on different monitors. And so anyway, I keep it on the LG Ultrafine, the 27-inch, and it's the 5K. So let me take a look at that. It's here we go. So here's a side view, and a little bit out of focus. Let's do that. Do this. Okay, that should do it. I should be in focus a little bit better. But anyway, this is the problem. So I have the TV there, I have my monitor here, and they're different. So I'm going to show you a movie, and I am going to use, instead of QuickTime, I'm going to use NX Studio. So bear with me. Let's see. There it is. Okay. Yeah, I messed up a little bit, folks. All right, there we go. Yeah, every time I open this up, it opens up on a different TV, so I have to keep fixing it. So I'm going to go to let's see, new scene. I'm going to go share screen, And I'm going to open up my NX Studio. I like the way everything runs in this program right here. So I don't know what's going on here. Let me open it up again. It open up twice. Okay. Now I know what I did wrong. So I'm going to go to the desktop and I'm going to play 3 movies. And I don't know if this is going to work. So anyway, I'm going to go to the first movie and just listen. Just want to make sure something else is right. And go back to the eCam. Yep. All right. All right. So I'm going to play the first movie. Okay, folks. Right now, you're looking at a TV that I bought back in 2017. It's still a good TV. Move the mouse to see if it played a little bit, but I'm going to mute it. But anyway, the colors look great. All right, so that's better. I got it running. The only problem is, I guess with an OLED, they kind of make it dark if you don't use it for a while to keep it from burning. But just to show you, I tried the different settings, and I'm going to load up the menu. So I have it on game user mode. I'll first show you that I went to the general and I turned off the power saving mode. I turned on the ultra deep and I turned off the eye control. So the deep color is on. So it gives it better feed. And let's see, standby light, yeah, and I turn off the power saving mode. So you see, that's off. And I turn off a couple other things. If I go to the main one, come on, oh, there we go. So if I click on here, got the light at 75, contrast, brightness, sharpness, color. Light inputs. I haven't tried that yet, but anyway, each setting is different, so I could do it. Let's try that. All right. So I want to go back here to General, and I'll show you what TV this is. So about this TV, you see that it's the OLED 65, it's the C, and then it's the 2017p. So I got this at Best Buy. I got the B17 and then the B18, you know, but they're both 55-inch. But I love these LG monitors. And it's not that dim. It looks pretty sharp. But just to show you, this is the way I look at a thing. It matches almost the LG Ultrafine Apple display, only you get a more yellowish look. I have a more of a orange tint, but I think that's because of the lens that I'm using. It's the f2.8 28 millimeter Nikkor, so it gives you kind of like an orange tint, but it makes me look real good. All right. The reason why I'm showing you this is I got a little story which I'll tell you after this video. Okay, that's the first one. Here's the second one. Okay, so here's a continuation. Now this is a new OLED TV, the Samsung S95B, and I got this on game mode also. And as you can see, the colors pop a little bit, the settings are different, but they're basically the same. I think the HDR content is a lot better, but I am using the Mac Studio with this. So the other one was the Mac Mini 2018 with 64 gigs of RAM, which was a great, and it still is a great computer that dealt with 4 cameras. The only difference is with the Mac Studio, I can have this 4K monitor right here, and you can see it. I love the skin tones, the darkness, the HDR content, the way it looks, and it's a 55-inch, so it is quite an improvement of what I've had before. And the one thing I want to stress is different TVs have different settings and different colors. So what I'm going to do is on the third video is show you how I transfer it from my 55-inch to the LG Ultrafine 5K, and you can see the difference in the colors, and this is one I want to show off. And here's the third one. Okay folks, this is the third one. So you'll see the LG Ultrafine 27-inch on the right, and the TV on the left, the 55-inch Samsung S95B. And what I'm going to show you is you can see the color, kind of like the orange tint that I was talking about. And I'm just going to move this to right here, and then I'm going to expand it all the way. So you can see it's still orange, but not as orange as the 2 other TVs. And I may look a little bit more like this. So reason why I'm showing this is I will show this going live and explain to you why it's important to have your monitor or display calibrated correctly. So many people think this is the way it should look, and if you shoot on a Sony camera you get the yellow color. Of course the latest cameras have the better color profile. I don't use a flat profile. I just, match the colors I like and then leave it at there. But it's going to be, see? So I'll bring this back over. And as you can see how small it is on that monitor, but then when I'm bringing it back over here, take the full screen. And you can see the difference, more HDR content than I do on maybe an Apple display or the LG Ultrafine. That's the difference why I got me the 4K S95B. So I'm going to go live after these 3 videos to explain some more. Okay, that's it. So let me get out of this. Just to show you, I'm going to load up Chrome. I'm going to go to my channel dashboard. Go to my playlist icon.
I'm always shopping the Real.
Always these
They drop over 10,000 new arrivals every day from
about the. So I'm going to pause that, load it up, so you can see. It looks pretty good. Actually, they almost match, like on the studio. Move this back a little bit. All right, I don't know what's going on here. Move this up. There we go. All right. Fix that. Yeah, I'll do that later. Anyway, back to camera. Go back to my main one. So what do you think? The story unfolds is that two things happen. One thing is I never updated my LG 65-inch monitor, or TV. I did that, and the colors improved. Plus, working with the Mac Mini 2018, if I hook it up through the HDMI port 2.0, it only gave me 6 options, especially if I click the little box with the HDR. And then, when I unclicked it, I got a few more options. But still, I wasn't happy with the color or the speed. So I got me an adapter that from USB-C or the Thunderbolt 3 in the back of the Intel Mac Mini to an HDMI adapter. I got a whole bunch more selections that I could use on the TV. Well, it seemed that since my S95B, which is this one right here, and it's kind of dark, I should increase the EVF on there, or the ISO. So let's see, let's do this. Yeah, it's -1, that's why. Yeah, let's go to +1. And that might be a little bit too bright. Bring it down a little bit. Yeah, that's better. So they kind of match. Anyway. So that matches with the live view I have here. So you'll see a little bit more HDR content than you would on this A6100. And if you look at the Z5, which I originally did this film on, it matches. You know, and that's with the LG 13 to this, what I have now. It depends on your aperture too, your ISO and shutter speed and stuff. So I go back to here, Z62, or even to zoom in a little bit, you can see the difference. There to the Z5 to the A6100. Moving yourself to a different light source will give you different shades and stuff like that. But this is an APS-C center. APS-C camera. And this right here is a full frame. But it's a front side sensor. Whereas this is stacked backside sensor. And I think it's double stacked too. So anyway, And then of course this is the ZFC, which is basically, see, no puppies there unfortunately, but this is basically the APS-C also. So I want the colors to match as much as possible. And as you can see from this camera and angle, this is a little bit more red tint. But yet, if you look at my color on the this camera, it matches kind of like the A6100. Well, it's a close-up and I'm closer to a light source. But if I go to the Z6 or if I go to the Z5, I match the cameras, almost match, depending where the light source is. Anyway, so I decided to do, I showed you the settings. I got a match pretty good, but I was so frustrated before the update that I decided to get me another TV, but only in 65 inches to match my other 65-inch TV. So I like the way the colors look on this. It has 120 hertz on each of the ports, and I just love this TV. So I went to Best Buy. I have a VW 2001 Beetle. Lowered the seats, got the 55-inch, that Samsung TV in there, but the salesman says, I don't think the 65-inch will fit in your car. So I says, oh yeah, well, so I went out there, looked at, did some measurements on the height. We looked at the box, how big the 65-inch was, and I just had to make sure. So a couple times going out to the car, finally getting this tape measure, I realized that with the TV inside the box, it wouldn't fit in the car. And so I was disgruntled. He wanted to, he said there's free delivery and stuff, but I didn't want to wait for next weekend when there's, I wanted it right then and there. So dejected, I went home, got the update, redid the settings to the way I'm liking, and I got new life out of the old OLED TV. Also the fact that when this is rendered through YouTube and I send it up, everything should match. You'll notice the difference with the HDR though on my TV compared to well, my new TV to the old 2017 LG 65-inch. So there is a little box and system preferences that you can use. Now make it HDR. But then I got less choices and I didn't like the colors. So I went to kind of like the SDR mode, but yet it says HDR in the menu on the TV. So I don't know if it's an HDR or if it's SDR. But the thing is, it matches the same on this TV. The only thing I don't like is if you don't use the OLED TVs, they dim themselves a little bit. Even if I turn off the power saver and all that. Somehow in the settings, they just do it for keep it from burning in. And that's even with the newer TV compared to the older one from 2022 to 2017. That's okay. If I'm not watching it or using it, I rather prefer doing that. But when I go back to it, like this, if I go back to 6.2, you can see how dark it is. But if I go like this, See, it lights up. Yeah, which is okay. But anyhow, back to the Z5. Let me give you a little tour. So this is the Z5 with the Nikkor f2.8 28 millimeter. Excellent, love it. With the crop from the Z5, you get about a 60, I think. Well, maybe not. You know, it's a full frame, 40 millimeter, but still, it's a lot closer than the 35 millimeter. So I like that. In video mode, I think you get a 1.5 crop. On the A6100, I got the G 16 through 50, I believe, or 55, f2.8 all the way through. I love this lens. It's better than the kit lens, and I love the 70 to 350 also. So those two replaced the kit lens that came with his A6100. Then of course I got the my ZFC, the original one. It has the small grip adapter, so I can hold it and carry it on shoots. But the colors are fantastic. This is a little bit dark right here, but anyway, you can't get the cameras right. The wall almost matches. This is a gray. It's not kind of a green or whatever, but it matches. You can see the ceiling fan going on, and of course you can see a little crash. Oh boy. So anyway, lens, A6100, Z5, LG Ultrafine 13, the S95B, my cable modem, my Nighthawk, Wi-Fi 6, I believe. And if I go to my puppy cam, no puppies. Now, if I play a movie and they hear my voice, they'll come in and lay in here. So, anyway, at least one will. And, of course, I showed you the Z6 with the zoom. So, I hope this was helpful. Even when I'm streaming on TV, you can see you can figure out which cameras each content creator or a live stream or whatever they're using. The old movies, people look orange and different colors. I like more lifelike, a little red in your cheeks. If you're wearing lipstick, eyelash, I want that to pop. So anyway, I hope this video was helpful. It's longer than I expected, but I haven't been doing any videos. Just that I've been lazy. I've been on vacation for a little bit, enjoying. I haven't even mowed the grass, and I think my neighbors are getting upset. So I'll make them happy tomorrow. Mañana. So anyway, hope you had a wonderful holiday this weekend. Tomorrow will be the start of the next week, but I only work for 4 days, so that's good. And then the weekend's here again. And then, of course, July 4th will be coming up in a couple of weeks, too. So, anyhow, if you like this, please give me a like, subscribe, write a comment, tell me your adventures. You can make old things work. In whatever cameras you have, you don't have to have the latest, but the gear always changes. You try to utilize them the best you can, and just be happy what you got. And I guess that's the lesson for this video. So just remember, Stay safe and keep smiling. And until next time, I'll see you later. Bye.